Welcome, age of vintage society. Sally Todd was your typical Playboy playmate turned B-movie actress. Her very short career, 19 credits over 5 years, did, however, manage to include turns with stars such as Red Skelton, Jerry Lewis and Elvis, as well as some primo Z-grade schlock. Why Sally Todd's photographs can still make viewers uncomfortable. Make sure to watch the video until the end and leave your thoughts in the comments. If you are new here, join our wonderful community by subscribing to the Age of Vintage channel. Sally Todd, Playmate of Hollywood. Sally Todd is one of the very talented and versatile actresses and model. She is a very flexible and beautiful model of America. Sally Todd is a gorgeous lady with glamorous face. She has a white complexion. She has brown wavy hair. She has a glowing clear and bright skin tone. She has maintained her body perfectly. She is one of the hot and glamorous models of Hollywood. Sally has gorgeous eyes and very sexy lips paired with a perfect body measurement. Her bust is 35 inches and her waist 23 and 35-inch hips. Her height was almost the ideal back then. Everybody wanted her and her looks. The girl, Sally Todd, was an exceptionally fetching citizen, and she kept returning to our editorial mind long after the issue had passed into the sturdy Cordoba binder on our desk, with the magazine's name and emblem stamped in gold leaf, $3. Sally was so very charming that everyone was in love with her at least a little. The lovely and talented Sally Todd first appeared in Playboy in June of 1956, in a clothed pictorial about girls in Las Vegas. She was asked back to be the gatefold model for the February issue in 1957. Sally Todd starts her career from the beginning. Lovely and shapely blonde Sally Jo Todd was born on June 7, 1934, in Tucson, Arizona. She was a stunningly attractive and athletic child. She took drama class also in her early age. Sally Todd was an ambitious girl with lots of skills and abilities. She wanted to earn name and fame in American film industry. She wanted to be very good at modelling and acting. Her family background has not been published yet, but it became known that her mother wanted to make Sally Todd a very good actress and model. With encouragement from her mother, Todd entered the 1952 Miss Tucson Beauty Contest and won first prize, which was a trip to Hollywood and a screen test for 20th Century Fox Studios. Studio executives liked her test so much that they offered her a contract. Barely 18 years old and having just graduated from high school, Todd took her mother to California with her. She began doing local modelling gigs. A few years later she wanted to take a trip to Canada, but had only saved enough for Los Angeles, so she went to Hollywood. She had studied drama in Tucson and was spotted while shopping by a scout from 20th Century Fox. He had her in for screen tests, and a very nice B-movie career was born. Fox billed her as a young Lana Turner and much prettier than Marilyn Monroe. Upon her arrival in Hollywood, she got a job modelling teenage clothes and also swimwear for Kohl of California. She immediately received the uncredited role as a model in a bathing suit in the Jane Russell film The French Line. In 1955 she moved to New York to become one of Carson's cuties on the show Johnny Carson. By 1956 she was television's highest paid model. Not bad. She started a film career that consisted mostly of B-movie roles in The Unearthly and Frankenstein's Daughter and Al Capone, as well as guest appearing on a slew of television shows. After struggling for 4 years, she gets a chance to play in the film Playboy. In 1956 she played in the film The Revolt of Mamie Stover. She also shows her appearance in the film The Best Things in Life Are Free, released in 1956. In 1955 to 1957 she is also in the TV series The Bob Cummings Show. In 1957 she had a role in the film The Unearthly. Her film The Saga of the Viking Women and Their Voyage to the Waters of the Great Sea Serpent is released in the year 1957. She played 3 TV series in 1958, and she played a role in the film M Squad. In the same date she played in the film Rescue 8. She played most films in 1960. She played in 7 TV series in this year too. They are The Untouchables, Lock Up, Johnny Ringo, The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, GI Blues, 77 Sunset Strip, and The Tab Hunter Show. In 1961 she was in the TV series Holiday Lodge, and she acted in The Revolt of Mamie Stover, 1956. She became a regular Hollywood fixture, often popping up as the hot date of various popular actors and landing herself in Walter Winchell's gossip column. As a cross-connection, Winchell also narrated the 60s-era television hit The Untouchables, on which Sally appeared both in front of camera and behind, dating a few of the stars. She got married to John W. James on 8th of June 1963. Because of certain misunderstandings, they get divorced. Then she began a relationship with Charles Cochran in 1961. Unfortunately, this relationship also couldn't last long, and they get divorced in the same year. She was among the models that appeared at the 9th Annual Exhibition of Los Angeles in June 1954. She also posed for several album covers and men's magazines, including Playboy, in which she appeared in a clothless pictorial in June 1956. Columnist Harrison Carroll said, "The pretty girl who has been dating Vince Edwards on the Ride for Revenge location is Sally Todd." Of course, the Tinseltown high life does take its toll from time to time. In a Hollywood freeway accident involving 5 cars, she suffers bruises on her left wrist, fingers and right knee when she is hurled through the right window of her sports car onto the pavement at Barham Boulevard. She was in LA County Court where she was answering for drunk driving charges. Todd had triggered an August 1958 traffic accident, a 5-car smash-up so violent that she was ejected from the passenger window of her sports car, but survived with minor injuries. A miracle? Perhaps, if you believe in such things. What may have been even more miraculous is that charges against her were dropped, though she admitted having had drinks. She is booked after failing an intoxication test. Her car was travelling at an estimated 70 miles an hour when, out of control, it collided with 4 cars. She was held in city jail on suspicion of felony drunk driving. She told officers she had 2 drinks with a girlfriend and explained she was en route home when the car went out of control as she stepped on the brake. Her agent, Ivan Weiner, said she'll fight those drunk driving charges. Most accounts say that happened in September, but the photos, which are from the digital archive of the Los Angeles Examiner, are dated December 1st, suggesting either charges were not dropped until later in the year than most sources say, or that Todd made a return trip to court for a second driving offence. We're going with option 1. The photo, which we have no doubt is correctly dated, was made when she appeared in court and learned that August's drunk driving charges against her had been dropped. Todd actually had quite the full dance card with some big names for a lot of years. At the time she was on the down-low dating married man and popular local figure Jack Webb of television's Dragnet. Webb had created credit on the show and widely touted the importance to him that the show be realistic. He insisted on lots of police consultants and was in general a glad-hander of the cops all round. She dated a great deal by Troy Donahue before his romance with Swedish actress Lily Cardell, whom he will marry. There are rumours that she became hysterically tearful when Troy told her it was over and of his decision to marry Lily in the summer. Others claim Lily had been her best friend until she took Troy away from her. Troy Donahue can't make up his mind between her and Lily Cardell, but later Sally marries singer Charles Cochran. Sally Todd is one of the most famous stars of America. She is also one of the hard-working actresses. Because of her talent and her gorgeous and attractive body, she has many fans and followers. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new here, and if you want to support my work, please visit my Patreon page. Now it is your turn. What do you think about the life and legacy of Sally Todd? She was an exceptionally beautiful woman.